Let's get right into this review for Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Alright, so this third installment of this magic-filled series is directed this time around by Ruben Fleischer. The first two films that came before were released back in 2013 and 2016 respectively, so there's been quite a big time gap now with the latest installment. And with the second film having a mediocre outing as a cinematic experience, I was a bit surprised when I saw the recent previews for the latest installment. Bottom line though, I will say that I was still intrigued enough by the trailers to see if this film could surprise me in a newfound magical way that can bolster the series into greater heights. And now that I've seen the film, what did I think about the cinematic package here? I thought this was just an okay time. To start with the positives, thankfully, there are some cool magic tricks involved. The explanations and the way certain magical scenarios played out were fun to witness on the big screen. I always thought the film was clever enough to make me pleasantly surprised with how some of the twists and tricks unfolded throughout the 1 hour and 52-minute runtime. Another positive to this film are the set locations that paired with this screenplay. I really enjoyed the visuals shown throughout the acts and thought the cinematography was clean enough for all the magic tricks to seamlessly unfold. Also, the cast this time around includes a larger roster, with both recurring and new members joining the Four Horsemen. It's safe to say that I didn't have any problems with the cast members involved, and I thought they did a solid enough job portraying their characters. Now to talk about the negatives, one of the core issues I had with this film is how bare bones and stretched thin a lot of the characters, plot elements, and overall story direction gets by the end of this cinematic experience. A lot of these core aspects to this storytelling felt C-tier at best, and ultimately made this feel like a popcorn flick package without a ton of notable aspects to it. And this is where my biggest disappointment lies with the film. This third installment doesn't evolve or do much better than the previous installments that came before. I'd still rate the first film as the best one, and both the second and third film feel tied in rating with their overall cinematic package. Also, as much as the new characters added a temporary breath of fresh air to the old roster involved, that too wears off quickly somewhere by the middle point of the acts, as you realize all of the characters involved feel too bare bones for me to ever truly care about, even during some of the climactic moments. The impact just wasn't there for me in some of the segments that mattered the most. Lastly, some of the character dialogues just didn't do it for me. There were segments when the quips did feel a bit unnatural or just threw me off at times ever so slightly. There's this lingering back and forth banter between several characters and some general overall relationship dynamics that came off as awkward to me at times, more so than smooth. My final score for Now You See Me, Now You Don't is 7 out of 10. This was a one-time watch experience for me. This can be a fun time at the theaters, but just don't go expecting any significant improvements to the storytelling to this world of magic. A lot of the film's package ends up being a shut your brain off, don't question the plot type of storyline. Anyways, since we're checking this review out, I'll have another one coming out this week, so stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and until my next upload, stay safe out there and peace.